How do you choose your battery management system? Now at Felton, we use Orion BMSs for pretty much everything. There is other BMS on the market readily available as well. We just like the Orion BMS, and that's what we choose to use as a company. Now, how do you choose the right one? Well, it comes down to a number of factors. How many series, how many parallel, how much voltage is in your battery. The big thing is down to series connections with something like the Orion BMS. Is it a 96 series battery pack, which is about 350 volt nominal, which is sort of the most common thing we come across? Or is it something like a Netgain Hyper 9 system, which is maybe 30 cells in series? That's the first key factor to take into account, because that will dictate the size of BMS you need. The other thing that will dictate the size of the BMS is how many battery packs you have. So how have you designed your battery packs with how many modules in each pack? For instance, if you have one big battery pack with 96 cell groups in, then you just pick a 96S BMS and you put that in there. And you just play it safe as to where you put your safety disconnect. So you're with the Orion, you're after a set of 36. So you're in between two connectors. That keeps it happy. So if you take a safety disconnect and accidentally power the system up, wouldn't do any damage to the Orion. Not that it should, because your H4 loop should be broken, therefore your contactor shouldn't be able to close, but people have made that mistake before. Now, if you have multiple packs, so say you have two battery packs split up, then you need two BMSs. You'll have a master unit and a satellite unit. You can have up to 3 satellite units with the Orion system. And now the way that would work is, say you had, I don't know, say a 48 series battery pack in the rear, you would pick an Orion 48 master to go in the rear, and then you might have another 48 cells in the front, in which you put a satellite unit in the front. Now, you put the master and satellite in different places depending on your setup. So the master tends to go where your most negative is of your battery pack, because the Orion always counts up from most negative to most positive. With a master system, you still only have one current sensor though, so you don't have to run 2 current sensors or any of that stuff. The satellite system is just that, a satellite system. Most of the clever stuff is done in the master unit with just a serial connection to the satellite. Now, there's a good tool on the Orion website to work out the size of BMS you do need, and we keep a massive stock of Orion BMSs as well and can offer a good amount of support with their systems and their software.